Upon noticing a child with a tail, identified as Gohan, the Saiyan threatens to take the boy hostage. He demands proof of Saiyan loyalty by ordering the elimination of 100 Earthlings within 24 hours. The confrontation intensifies as the invader demonstrates superior strength, revealing the existence of even more powerful Saiyans. The difference in power levels becomes apparent, leading to strategic planning among the defenders. A coordinated attack unfolds involving multiple fighters using special techniques. Through teamwork and tactical coordination, they manage to overcome the seemingly insurmountable power difference. The battle escalates with the revelation of mysterious abilities and transformations. A dramatic increase in power occurs when a transformation into a giant creature multiplies fighting strength tenfold. Through coordinated efforts and combining their powers, the defenders successfully overcome their powerful adversary. The victory demonstrates the effectiveness of their teamwork and preparation. A new threat emerges with warnings about an even more powerful enemy named Frieza. A proposal for an alliance is made, despite past conflicts, highlighting the severity of the impending danger. The situation becomes more complex with the arrival of additional powerful enemies. The defenders must adapt their strategies and continue working together to face these new challenges. The battle intensifies with the use of advanced techniques and energy-based attacks. The defenders demonstrate significant growth in their abilities, surprising their opponents with unexpected levels of power. The fighting intensifies as multiple opponents face off against each other. A spirit bomb technique is attempted, and various fighters take on different opponents, showcasing their individual combat styles and abilities. The Ginyu Force demonstrates their formidable strength, though their claims of being unstoppable are challenged. A critical moment occurs as Vegeta's true power level becomes a point of interest in the battle. A shocking twist occurs when Ginyu reveals his special ability to swap bodies with others. This creates confusion and chaos on the battlefield, as fighters must adapt to this unexpected development. A crucial revelation occurs about Frieza's ability to transform and become stronger. This transformation capability is described as fundamentally different from other transformations, representing a mere restriction of power rather than a true metamorphosis. The battle reaches a critical point where the spirit bomb technique is considered as the only viable option against Frieza, despite its limitations and the time required to gather sufficient energy. The battle concludes with Frieza's defeat, bringing temporary peace to Earth and the galaxy. However, this victory is tempered by the knowledge that other powerful adversaries await in the future. A separate conflict emerges involving family betrayal and loyalty. Strategic combat ensues, with fighters working together to overcome a powerful opponent through coordinated attacks and tactical planning. Training and preparation become paramount as news of incoming powerful Saiyan warriors creates urgency. The timeline of 1 year is established before their arrival, adding pressure to strengthen defenses. New battles begin with the early arrival of powerful opponents. The fighting becomes increasingly intense as multiple warriors engage in combat, requiring strategic use of healing items and coordination. A battle is underway where fighters are trying to strategize an attack. One fighter has demonstrated remarkable healing abilities, revealing the Saiyan trait of becoming stronger after near-death experiences. The concept of Saiyan heritage and its unique properties begins to emerge as an important factor in the conflict. The conflict escalates as one fighter attempts to transform into a great ape form, discovering that the moon has been deliberately destroyed. As a countermeasure, they create an artificial moonlight source called a power ball to trigger the transformation, demonstrating advanced tactical planning in combat. A dramatic turning point occurs when a fighter undergoes a significant transformation, marked by a change in hair color. The death of Piccolo and Krillin triggers intense emotional responses, leading to what appears to be the emergence of a legendary Super Saiyan transformation. The scene shifts to a search for Namekian Dragon Balls, which are notably larger than Earth's version. A confrontation develops between multiple parties interested in obtaining these powerful artifacts. A pivotal confrontation unfolds between two Super Saiyans. One fighter reveals how they achieved the transformation through intense training and rage, having defeated Frieza in battle. The fundamental nature of becoming a true Super Saiyan is discussed, emphasizing the importance of purity of heart. The battle concludes with a mutual understanding between rivals. Both fighters acknowledge their Saiyan heritage and commit to becoming stronger. The focus shifts to a new threat as Piccolo prepares for combat against an unknown enemy whose energy cannot be sensed. A new antagonist named Cell emerges, leading to a complex battle involving multiple fighters, including Android 16. The situation becomes increasingly tense as various combatants vie for dominance in the conflict. The conflict reaches its resolution with Cell's defeat and the departure of the three androids. Peace is temporarily restored, though questions remain about future confrontations. The possibility of the androids returning either as allies or enemies remains open. A heated battle begins with intense exchanges of attacks, including Vegeta's signature Big Bang attack. The combatants demonstrate their power while trading blows, though the effectiveness of their attacks remains uncertain in the chaotic fight. A training session reveals a new transformation, leading to an intense sparring match. The power difference becomes apparent as they exchange techniques, with the Big Bang attack being prominently featured. The true identity of the fighter is revealed as Bulma's son. Cell reaches his perfect form, leading to a confrontation with Vegeta. Despite concerns about Cell's increasing power potentially threatening the world, the battle commences. Cell expresses gratitude while warning that Vegeta has lost his only chance at victory. A martial arts tournament is proposed, scheduled for 10 days later. The anticipation builds as both fighters prepare to showcase their full power and abilities. The upcoming battle promises to be a significant showdown between two powerful opponents. A shocking turn of events occurs when Cell survives a seemingly fatal attack. His nucleus regenerates, giving him enhanced strength similar to Saiyan biology. The battle intensifies as both fighters push their limits with powerful energy attacks. The battle reaches its climax with father and son combining their strength. Their coordinated effort proves successful, leading to a satisfying conclusion as they prepare to return home together, having demonstrated their impressive fighting capabilities. A mind control attempt is thwarted through sheer willpower. The pride of the Saiyan prince proves too strong to be manipulated, leading to a confrontation with the would-be controller and a desire to settle an old score. The battle against dark forces concludes with the destruction of Majin Buu's container. While the universe is saved, the focus quickly shifts to an upcoming tournament and the promise of another significant battle between powerful warriors. A long-awaited battle of pure strength begins, with careful consideration given to avoid collateral damage. Years of training culminate in this moment as two powerful warriors finally face off to determine supremacy. A new threat emerges as Frieza returns seeking revenge. A younger warrior steps up to face this challenge, determined to protect his family and maintain peace on Earth. The intensity of the situation escalates as the confrontation unfolds. The battle against Frieza intensifies as he reaches his final form. The fight becomes personal as past grievances surface, leading to a critical moment where the defenders of Earth must face this formidable threat with everything they have. An intense battle begins as the fighter demonstrates remarkable strength even without transformation. The opponent responds with arrogance, promising to escalate the confrontation to a higher level, creating an atmosphere of mounting tension and power. The noble warrior refuses to surrender, citing their motivation to protect loved ones. Frieza dismisses these sentiments and threatens to harm family members, demonstrating overwhelming power in the battle. With fully unlocked potential, the defender gains the upper hand, moving with superior speed and skill. When offered mercy and a chance to leave peacefully, Frieza adamantly refuses, considering such offers insulting. The battle concludes with Gohan emerging victorious, though visibly exhausted. Despite winning, he expresses concern about his current skill level, noting the struggle to survive despite having superior power. Recognizing the need for improvement, Gohan requests to resume training with Piccolo. The discussion highlights the importance of being prepared for powerful enemies, especially when primary defenders are absent. A mysterious encounter occurs with an entity called Black, creating a tear in space-time. The situation becomes tense as this new threat emerges, bearing a striking resemblance but emanating malevolent intent. The conflict intensifies as Zamasu reveals his alliance with Black and their mission to eliminate mortals, considering them unnecessary in their vision of paradise. Preparation begins for using the evil containment wave technique. Despite its low success rate, encouragement is given to maintain confidence in executing this crucial strategy. The battle escalates as the opponent reveals knowledge of past events and transformations. Their connection to Zamasu becomes clear, highlighting their divine origins and contempt for mortals. The final confrontation emphasizes the strength found in unity and mutual support. Despite being physically weaker than gods, the power of friendship and determination proves significant in the battle. Victory is achieved, securing peace for the timeline. Trunks decides to remain in his world to help restore order, expressing gratitude for the support received. The narrative shifts to a different battle involving androids. Health complications arise for Goku due to a virus, necessitating strategic adjustments in the group's approach to combat. A discussion takes place about unlocking latent power and potential through training in the hyperbolic time chamber. The focus is on developing strength and abilities for both participants in preparation for an important upcoming battle. A confrontation occurs with androids 17 and 18, where an enemy attempts to absorb them to become stronger. The situation requires buying more time to prepare an effective counter-strategy. A battle commences against Cell in his perfect form. Despite knowing the overwhelming power difference, Piccolo steps forward as the first opponent, implementing a strategic plan. The battle intensifies as emotions run high. Through careful training and mental discipline, rage is controlled and channeled effectively, leading to a powerful confrontation with Cell. A desperate battle unfolds as fighters attempt to buy time and create openings for attack. Special techniques are employed, but the power difference proves challenging to overcome. A crucial moment in battle leads to reflection on compassion and strength. Important lessons about kindness, not being weakness but rather a source of power, are shared between mentor and student. The conflict shifts to a battle involving time travel consequences. Discussion centers on how altering the timeline led to current events and the responsibility for resulting changes. A strategic battle against an immortal opponent unfolds, utilizing the evil containment wave technique. This demonstrates that immortality does not guarantee invincibility. The battle reaches its climax with a powerful demonstration of mortal strength against divine power. Emotions and past experiences fuel the determination to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. A touching family moment occurs as decisions about training and staying longer are discussed. The focus is on becoming stronger to protect their world from future threats. Training sessions continue with various participants, emphasizing the passing down of fighting techniques and the importance of pushing beyond current limitations. A fierce battle unfolds as warriors from different universes fight for survival in a high-stakes tournament. The competitors acknowledge that not only their personal wishes, but the fate of entire universes hangs in the balance. The Saiyan pride and determination shine through as they refuse to back down from this crucial fight. A powerful female Saiyan from Universe 6 demonstrates incredible strength and gradually gains control of her abilities. The partnership between Universe 6 Saiyans grows stronger as they work together, believing their combined force can overcome any obstacle. Their energy continues to increase as they fight side by side. The battle intensifies as competitors discuss the stakes of the tournament, including the erasure of losing universes. The fighters remain determined to win and potentially use the Super Dragon Balls to restore the erased universes. The emotional weight of fighting for entire universes becomes apparent. A critical confrontation occurs involving the power of a god of destruction. The fighters demonstrate their resolve to protect their families and universes, refusing to let their loved ones be erased. The determination to overcome godly power becomes a central focus of the battle. Discussion turns to the potential use of Super Dragon Balls for revival, but concerns about divine retribution lead to careful consideration of future actions. The importance of becoming independently strong enough to protect others becomes a key theme, rather than relying on magical solutions. A philosophical clash emerges regarding the nature of strength and justice. Fighters debate whether power alone determines justice or if strength should serve a greater purpose. Personal experiences with power being misused inform their perspectives on justice and responsibility. The tournament reaches its climactic moments with only 3 competitors remaining. Strategic planning and sacrifice play crucial roles in the final elimination, demonstrating that victory requires both power and tactical thinking. The outcome holds significant implications for all remaining universes. A long-awaited confrontation begins between ancient rivals. One competitor reveals extensive training and preparation for revenge, taking their strongest form immediately to avoid past mistakes. The atmosphere becomes charged with tension as this decisive battle commences. A battle begins between powerful opponents, with one revealing they possess the strength to destroy stars. The challenger demonstrates their newfound evolution, introducing a form called Golden Frieza, noting that while their opponent has great potential, their moral corruption makes them a wasted talent. The battle intensifies as both fighters showcase their enhanced abilities. A third party, Lord Beerus, intervenes in what appears to be a vengeful confrontation. Rather than simply being interested in preservation, Beerus admits to having ulterior motives for keeping the planet intact. A negotiation unfolds where conditions are set for sparing the planet. The aggressor acknowledges that their newfound power came from pushing themselves in response to their adversaries. They express gratitude while maintaining their pride. 2 conditions are proposed: non-interference with force activities and permission to use Dragon Balls to revive fallen soldiers. The terms are accepted, acknowledging the proposer as the second strongest entity in the universe. Discussion shifts to a universal competition where erasure is at stake. A participant requests the right to choose their own team members, preferring to work with familiar allies. This request is granted with certain limitations. A powerful retired leader is considered for recruitment. Despite stepping down from their empire, they maintain significant combat capabilities. Strategic alliances are formed, though some are acknowledged as temporary arrangements. An encounter occurs with warriors from a parallel universe where a particular race survived extinction. This presents an opportunity for potential recruitment, though certain tournament rules prevent lethal force. Multiple confrontations unfold as various fighters join the fray. Strategic discussions emphasize the importance of diverse skill sets over raw power, recognizing that victory requires more than just strength. A specialized force known for exceptional coordination is recruited. While they may not match the power of elite fighters, their teamwork abilities make them valuable assets for the upcoming tournament. Sibling rivalry emerges during combat, with brothers demonstrating their prowess. Despite past differences, they showcase why they were once considered the strongest warriors in their universe. The narrative shifts to a conflict involving divine beings who question mortals' worthiness of certain privileges, particularly time travel. This leads to philosophical debates about the relationship between gods and mortals. A pivotal confrontation unfolds as divine beings discuss using the Protara to merge and defeat their mortal opponents. Despite initial hesitation, they acknowledge the threat posed by mortals who have demonstrated unexpected capabilities. The discussion highlights the growing tension between divine powers and mortal determination. Divine beings condemn mortals for defiling reality through time travel and attempting to correct their sins. Their zero mortal plan aims to cleanse the world of what they view as impure beings. The confrontation exemplifies the ideological divide between divine preservation and mortal intervention. The battle reaches a critical point as mortals face divine justice. The conflict centers on the legitimacy of mortal resistance against divine authority. Despite overwhelming odds, the warriors continue their stand against seemingly insurmountable divine power. A dramatic turning point occurs with the emergence of Vegito Blue, a powerful fusion warrior. This new combination represents mortal ingenuity and determination in the face of divine opposition. The merged warrior challenges the assumed superiority of divine power. The narrative shifts to a different conflict involving powerful warriors, including Jiren. The intensity of their battle causes the entire Null Realm to shake, demonstrating the extraordinary level of power being wielded by these fighters. Jiren's backstory reveals his motivation for seeking strength. After losing his parents to a powerful villain, he was rescued and trained by a master. Despite building a new community, tragedy struck again when his master and friends were killed, shaping his obsession with power. The battle continues, with strategic alliances forming to challenge Jiren. The warriors must overcome their pride and work together, demonstrating that even fierce rivals can unite against a common threat when the stakes are high enough. The Tournament of Power reaches its climax as warriors push beyond their limits. The concept of Ultra Instinct emerges as a key factor in the battle. The time constraint of 48 minutes adds pressure as fighters constantly break through their previous limitations. A fierce battle reaches its climax as a fighter is backed into a corner, forcing them to confront past trauma and feelings of weakness. The psychological impact of potentially losing brings back painful memories, testing their resolve and exposing their vulnerabilities. The battle intensifies as one warrior acknowledges their opponent's true fighting spirit while lamenting the unfortunate end approaching. The outer shell of strength begins cracking, revealing deep-seated fears of returning to a state of weakness and helplessness. A critical moment unfolds as one fighter focuses an incredible amount of energy. Despite the odds stacked against them, they demonstrate amazing individual strength. A promise of resurrection hangs in the balance as multiple warriors must team up to face this formidable opponent. The battle concludes with mutual respect between opponents. A wish is made to restore erased universes, and a new desire emerges to move beyond past regrets. A promise for a future rematch is made, showing growth from rivalry to respect. A desperate plea is made to defeat an opponent for the pride of their race. The weight of responsibility and heritage drives the motivation to overcome this powerful adversary. Past differences are set aside in pursuit of justice and vengeance. The aftermath of a major conflict brings hope for restoration. Using magical artifacts, plans are made to revive those lost in battle. Discussion turns to giving second chances to former enemies, showing growth and forgiveness among warriors. A new transformation is revealed, reaching levels beyond previous limits. The concept of Super Saiyan 3 is introduced, demonstrating the continuous evolution of power and abilities in crucial battles. A former enemy now lives peacefully on Earth, marking a significant change in character. This transformation shows how former adversaries can become allies, contributing to the next generation of warriors and proving the power of redemption. The truth about identity deception and body switching is revealed. A complex plot involving divine artifacts and multiple timelines comes to light, exposing the extent of manipulation and destruction across different realities. A declaration is made about possessing ultimate power and implementing the Zero Mortal Plan. The goal involves eliminating mortal creatures, viewing them as imperfections that taint the cosmos. Many planets have already been cleansed of mortal life, with humanity being deemed the most reprehensible due to their conflicts threatening universal peace. A devastating revelation emerges about body switching using the Super Dragon Balls, followed by the murder of Chi-Chi and Goten. This triggers intense anger and determination for revenge, leading to an unexpected power increase that defies previous limitations. The battle intensifies with no opportunity for retreat. A critical item was lost when the time machine was destroyed. The fight continues with physical combat rather than magical solutions, showcasing the growing tension between divine and mortal power. Divine rage transforms into newfound power, creating a formidable weapon. The battle demonstrates the evolutionary potential of both sides, challenging preconceptions about mortal capabilities and threatening the planned utopia. A fusion occurs, combining indestructibility with Saiyan strength. Despite seemingly insurmountable odds, there remains unwavering determination to achieve victory and exact revenge for past transgressions. The battle against Majin Buu unfolds with fierce intensity. Superior strength is demonstrated through powerful attacks, showing remarkable growth and determination to protect loved ones at any cost. Following Majin Buu's defeat, attention turns to a long-awaited confrontation. Despite exhaustion from previous battles, there is an eagerness to engage in combat, driven by Saiyan pride and competitive spirit. A crucial battle reaches its climax, showcasing extraordinary power and determination. Victory comes through strategic combat and unleashed potential, earning paternal pride and recognition. A complex situation reveals careful strategy and deception. Two fighters demonstrate tactical awareness by holding back their true power, though trust remains tentative given past behaviors and potential for betrayal. The final confrontation transcends simple concepts of justice and evil, focusing on existence itself. Fighting for family, pride, and personal convictions proves stronger than abstract ideals of godhood and destruction. After a hard-fought victory, Universe 7 emerges triumphant in the tournament. With remarkable selflessness, they use their wish with Super Shenron to restore all the erased universes. The heroes then make their joyous return home to their waiting families. Cell reveals his identity as an android created in Dr. Garro's laboratory. He explains that he was synthesized from DNA collected from the world's greatest fighters. To achieve his perfect form, Cell needs to absorb two specific beings, Android 17 and 18. After revealing his plans for achieving perfection, Cell realizes he has been tricked into exposing crucial information about himself. This knowledge provides insight into how he might be stopped, leading to an intense confrontation. A fierce battle ensues between Cell and his opponent. Despite initial attacks proving ineffective, the fighting intensifies as both combatants demonstrate their considerable power and determination. Cell finally locates androids 17 and 18, seeing them as the key to achieving his perfect form. The confrontation is interrupted, but Cell remains determined to complete his objective of absorbing the androids. Android 17 proves to be a formidable opponent in combat. The fighting is interrupted, and the androids decide to postpone their pursuit of Goku, retreating from the battlefield for the time being. Piccolo successfully drives away the androids, earning praise for his impressive combat abilities. The group acknowledges that while they achieved a temporary victory, the conflict is far from over, and they must continue their preparation and training. The narrative shifts to a confrontation involving a tyrant who destroyed planet Vegeta. Upon recognizing a warrior's resemblance to a rebellious Saiyan from the past, the tyrant expresses his determination to eliminate all remaining Saiyans. The battle escalates as the tyrant attempts to leverage his ability to survive in space by threatening to destroy the entire planet. The confrontation intensifies as both warriors demonstrate their devastating powers. A crucial battle unfolds with Frieza, who remains confident in his superiority. The fight reaches a critical point as both combatants unleash their full power, with the fate of the planet hanging in the balance. A new challenger appears, revealing themselves to be another Super Saiyan besides Goku. This revelation leads to an intense confrontation with Frieza, marking another significant turning point in the ongoing conflict. Frieza returns from near death, seeking revenge. The battle intensifies as both warriors demonstrate their enhanced abilities, with the mysterious opponent showing power even beyond that of a typical Super Saiyan.